My name's Kim Chesser, 399 Chesser Road, Chaves County. I represent the board on the Coalition of Arizona and New Mexico Counties, and I was just at a meeting over there. I thought I'd give just a brief update on what's going on, and there is a letter, and this is actually not this letter was written in May by some senators, and which y'all should have one in your packet. And actually, it has to do with the 3030 movement that was initiated by President Biden, and they're calling for for a full environmental impact, economic impact statement to be done, because of the fact under the NEPA regulations. Well, anytime there is a big effort done by the government, they're required by law to do this, and to do an impact statement, and indeed that wasn't done with this 3030, and so there was like 15 senators that signed on to this letter that was sent to the Council on Environmental Quality in Washington, D.C. Anyway, at the meeting we decided that Howard Hutchison, our executive director, he is going to draft a letter and send it in, just joining with these senators and telling them that they need to do one of these environmental impact statements. And of course, I don't know, we didn't really talk about it, whether each individual county needs to do this as well. But the fact is, Chaves County will be involved with this because this is coming from the association. And after the letter is drafted, it will be sent out for everybody to look over before it's actually sent. And on other news, of course, there's on July the 1st. Well, the Fish and Wildlife came out with the new rules on the wolf stuff, and that very day, the environmental groups filed a lawsuit saying that they disagreed and they want to change some things in this in the document that they came out. And one of the things that they were wanting to change is they were wanting to change the wolf from being non-essential to essential. And I don't know that, that is huge. The implications, if that actually happened, now that they have taken the habitat rules that were initiated in 2019 by the Trump administration, saying that you could only put an endangered species back in areas, or you could only work on rehabilitating them in the areas where they actually are. And they took that out of there, and they said now that you can put them anywhere you feel like that you want to. And if indeed that they can transplant wolves anywhere around, if they make them, list them as essential instead of non-essential, that would actually destroy all private property rights, because if anything's listed as essential, you would have to, like if they decided to put them on your place, you would have to get your cows off of it, because you're talking about an essential animal that they're trying to get to recover. And so, this is a really big deal, and we are not sure. We talked about this at this meeting, not sure exactly what to do. As far as intervening in the case, or at least offering briefs on this, but actually as we discussed it, we felt like probably the best thing to do was to look at filing our own lawsuit, and so we, as on the board, we gave Howard the go-ahead, and he's going to do some research and look at this and trying to get an initial cost of what it would cost to carry this case. And the last case that we were involved in, which was in court for 3 years, it ended up costing about $250,000. So that would at least be a minimum. But the Arizona cattle growers, New Mexico cattle growers, and in the past, a lot of the soil and conservation districts, along with there has been some foundations that have expressed an interest. I really feel like that we can, if we file this suit, well, I feel like that we can come up with the money to pay for it. But anytime anything like this happens, it would come before the commission here, because being a member of the Arizona New Mexico County Coalition, anytime there's money being spent, well, each individual county has got to sign off on it, because you wouldn't be responsible for paying for what somebody else initiated. Anyway, so that's something we're looking at. Howard is going to look into the cost of filing our own case instead of being interveners in a case that we don't, where we would be talking about the other side. Okay, and there was also a big case that was won, and I don't know if y'all have heard about it. It's between West Virginia and the Environmental Protection Agency, this is a case that they just ruled on. The Supreme Court just ruled on the other day that they actually ruled that the Environmental Protection Agency overstepped its bounds in controlling, talking about air quality. And this should have big implications on a lot of different things, because there's been a lot of government overreach through the years. And so actually, since this case was won in the Supreme Court, we're going to go and actually Karen Budd Fallon we're going to have her look at several different issues that might, with that precedence, we may be able to look at some other areas of the government overreach that we want to address, and that's sort of. That's briefly sort of what some things that we talked about. Also, in this lawsuit that was filed on the wolf, they in the areas where they brought the wolves in. Well, the county actually has a team that goes out and investigates kills to see whether it was actually a wolf kill or not. And the environmental groups have filed and said they will know They want them to change that, where the county has no say in it. It will just be a federal agency that will actually see if it meets the criteria to be considered a wolf kill. And ultimately, we talked about some of the criteria, and if this goes through, ultimately there will be no more wolf kills. Actually, because nothing can meet all of the criteria that it would take to have it considered as an actual depredation by wolves. And there's one more thing that actually this was done at one of the coalition meetings in the past, and we give out some awards each year, and I'm going to, so I don't mess this up, I'm going to read it, what was written. Each year, the coalition seeks to recognize elected county officials, state employees, and organizations, and individuals from Arizona and New Mexico that go above and beyond their duties to advance the mission of the coalition of counties. Each category is not awarded every year since there is a high bar to receive an award. And we're pleased to present the following award for 2021. And this award will go to Bill Williams, the Chaves County Managers. Mr. Williams has been a county employee for 7.5 years, serving the county manager for the last year and a half. He has been selected as the 2021 New Mexico State Employee of the Year. Under his leadership, Chaves County has increased their participation in the federal agency decision-making activities that affect the county's economic stability. He consistently goes above and beyond his job requirements to advance the mission and policies of the Coalition of Arizona and New Mexico Counties.
Wow.
And
thank you.
actually, I have a plaque for you.
Yay. All right.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. We really appreciate what you're doing, and you're going above and beyond, looking into a lot of these issues that affect our county. So thank you very much.
I had a meeting with local BLM and Fish and Wildlife Service people yesterday, and I let them know what our gripes were. So I guess I'm above and beyond.
Well, thank you very much.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Commissioner Cavan and Commissioner Eastville, you still with us?
Still here, Jeff.
Okay.
Sure. Hey, quick question for Tim before he gets too far away from us. As the Arizona New Mexico Coalition, have they got any contact with Margaret Byfeld on some of this stuff?
You know, Will, there's no direct contact. The coalition has been using the Bud Fallon law offices out of Wyoming to carry the cases we've had in the past, but Howard and several of us on the board are very familiar with Margaret and the things she does, and I mean, that's a good comment. I mean, it might be something that the Stewards of Liberty would want to help out on if we decide to proceed with some of these issues.
Well, I would give that some consideration if we do move forward. So thank you for all the hard work you're doing for Chaves County, State of New Mexico, and Arizona. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you. Okay, Dina Kinman and Rosemary Thomas from the Border Soil District want to give us a little presentation this morning. Thank you all for coming.
Thanks for having us. Good morning. My name is Rosemary Thomas. I'm from Newland Ranch in northeastern part of Chaves County. My address is 146 Caballo Road, Roswell. Introduce.
Dina Kinman, Elida, 2098 South Roosevelt Road, AP.
I'm on the board. I'm the rookie member on the Board of Supervisors for the Border Soil and Water Conservation District. Dina is our district manager, and she keeps us pretty straight. I just took office in January, and one of the first tasks that we took on was to update our land use plan, and we wanted to hand deliver a copy to you today, and I believe we have also provided an electronic copy. Our land use plan is an executable policy for natural resource management and land use on our district lands, and provides a sound framework for setting resource objectives that we can then accomplish projects on to meet those. Let me describe where our district is. It is from the Pecos River east of town here. The south border is Highway 380 to Caprock. It zigzags north to an area halfway between Dora and Elida. Elida is in our district, and it goes north to DeBaca County. it is about 1.2 million acres, and about 700,000 of that is private land. So BLM and state lands comprise most of the other part of that. What we do is we partner with federal government, NRCS, and state government, New Mexico Department of Ag, to find out what funding sources are available, and we become familiar with what our constituents are interested in, and we try to get the two together so that funding is available to private individuals to accomplish their resource needs. We can apply for and administer grants. We can encourage individual landowners to apply for their grants individually. And some of the kinds of activities that we've been involved in include acquiring grass seed to help repair and restore lands, and also to prevent erosion. We also have done local tree sales for windbreaks. We have been involved in supporting what Roosevelt Soil and Water Conservation District has taken the lead on in cloud seeding. This is a way to enhance rainfall from existing cloud systems, and therefore get more rain on the ground. The area that was involved in cloud seeding involves southeastern New Mexico, as far north as the line to southern Quay County. Pretty good area. And I gave Jeff a copy of the report. They only were able to get a license and fund cloud seeding for the months of May and June. But in that time, I think there were like 13 or 14 days that they could do missions, and they feel like that they increased rainfall approximately 20%. And in dry years as we've had, 20% is significant. They have put in, with the support of all of the soil and water conservation districts on the east side of the state, for a grant from the state of New Mexico to continue that for another 3 years. And we're hoping that occurs. Let's see. Some of the other things that we work with, the programs involve enhancement for ranching management, farming, ag business, such as local meat producers and processors. We work with responses to natural conditions such as drought and erosion, and we support education of ag business for youth, and we coordinate with schools for travel support, award recognition for 4-H and FFA as they work with their meetings, conventions, and activities. I'm going to have Dina talk about funding just a little bit, and then I want to come back to you and ask you what we can do on your behalf, or if you have any suggestions that you would like us to pay attention to or follow through on.
Yes, good morning again. Thank you for this opportunity to present and kind of give an overview of what conservation districts do. We are a cooperating agency with state and federal agency as well. So we are involved in the political process, submission of comments as well. And we do thank the county for the allocation that we do receive yearly for the $1,000. It goes to on-the-ground projects, some of the things that Rosemary had talked about as well. But in a sense, our main funding comes through the legislature. It's appropriated each year and allocated through a point system. The point system is comment submission, meeting attendance, on-the-ground conservation projects. And so the maximum conservation district can be awarded per year is approximately $14,500. And that's used, of course, mainly, of course, for the soil and water conservation resources on-the-ground projects. So that's exactly where this allocation is going. And for education, of course, and educating ourselves and keeping apprised of things that are going on, as well as our district residents and the youth.
Okay, what can we do for you?
Does anyone have any questions for Rosemary? I can personally say that because I live in the Border Soil District and has been a part of that community for how long, Dina? How many years, do you know?
Well,
1941.
1941. And I've watched over the years what they've done in their district, and they're very, very involved, still involved. They're involved in a lot of this, especially around the schools and different ones in the community, and they do a lot. I don't know about other conservation districts, but I know you guys do a lot, and we appreciate what you do. And we appreciate you coming today and explaining what you do there. And if anyone has any questions, well, I bet we can get them in touch with you. So, but thank you for coming.
the bulk of our district is in Chaves County,
Yep.
the majority of it.
The majority.
And we have already briefed the Roosevelt County Commission, as we have you, and we'd like to come back and visit maybe every 6 months or so and just stay on top and find out if you have anything in the future that you're interested in weighing in on.
What kind of projects are y'all involved in right now, directly involved in?
I think things that have to do with water probably are comprise the bulk of it, whether it's water catchment off of houses and buildings to use for gardening or other things, water support, pipelines, drinker tubs, fencing, cross fencing of pastures to make grazing more effective. Those sorts of things tend to, even something like shade balls and drinker tubs to keep the water from evaporating. Things tend to be pretty water focused in our area.
And so you help producers and people find that funding to cost share it or participate?
Cost share, right. And there recently was grants available for no cost share, just 100% to enhance what we already had going. So we want to grab those opportunities when they arise, and the best way to do that is to know in advance what our constituents are interested in, what it takes to accomplish something. And me being the rookie, I worked for BLM for 40 years, and I just retired a few years ago and came home to the ranch. So I may not be completely up to speed on what our neighbors and folks want, but I'm sure learning, and I'll probably know more next time I see you.
That's good. Well, thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for taking
Thank
time
you.
to come today.
Let me have one
Yes,
more. What we would like to implement even more is providing a cost share for private landowner and producers to combat the African rue. And I'm sure you're aware of the encroachment on that. So
Right.
that's what we're hoping to really hit pretty hard as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lacey. Appreciate
Thank you.
it. Okay, Mike Spiritu, do you want to come up and give us a little report?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. The best county manager in Chaves County, Bill Williams, obviously award-winning. It's always a pleasure to continue to be part of your team to support economic development throughout our county. Yesterday we had our annual meeting, and unfortunately you're all very busy people. I'm aware of that, but Commissioner and his wife Taylor, very nice to see you there. Glad you're there to represent the county, so thank you for that. I hope you enjoyed Mr. Pacheco's comments about what's happening in Santa Teresa and in southwestern New Mexico. It's quite profound, it's not. I hope to get on the agenda next month and give you a good presentation of last year and going forward next year. I haven't done that before, but I would like to do that every year to kind of give you a good sense of where we're headed and what we did last year, as well as how we spent and will spend the funding that you provide to us. I think that's really important. But as you know, last year, brief synopsis, we visited 480 businesses throughout the year to try to help them with their growth, retain jobs, and so forth, link them to resources. We helped several companies, not only in the city of Roswell, but in the county, receive funding through job training incentive programs, So we saw a number of companies receive hundreds of thousands of dollars to recoup back their training costs. As you know, we not only help them with those proposals, but we testify with them to the state boards for approval. But last year we exceeded all our goals, and you'll see that next month, and you'll see we outlined what we've done. We had more site visits than we've probably seen in several years. Well, I shouldn't say that because I've only been here 3 years. So since I've been here, we've seen a lot of site visits by prospective companies. We currently have several projects in works, not only within the city of Roswell, but also in the county. And I can't speak to those quite yet, but when I'm able, I think you know some of them, Commissioner Dana, but as we get a little bit closer, I'll be happy to share those with you. Next year, we'll be doing a complete redesign of our website. We've tried to do that in-house, and we're not web developers. We're not those experts. So we really need to have someone that only performs, only creates economic development websites versus just a traditional website. Why is that important? Because they understand what developers and consultants are looking for. We really want to put our best foot forward. We're going to really robust our marketing strategy for this coming year. We received some additional funding from the city, and our plan is to utilize that funds to help do that additional marketing and things that affect business attraction. We will continue to visit about 40 businesses a month, I hope. I'm short a couple of staff members as of tomorrow, so we'll hopefully be on track to do the things that we project to do. Other than that, we had a good meeting yesterday, I thought, and it was good to see everyone there. Hopefully some attended and saw the new automotive and welding facility at Eastern New Mexico University here in Roswell. Dr. Powell and I often discuss our strong collaborative partnership because that's what it is. As you know, we're very involved with workforce development, career tech education, and those type of things. But one of the areas that is a little concerning is we got these great programs at our university. And, although there's other great schools around the country, we see a lot of folks from Chaves County leave to go do those same programs someplace else. Now, I remember when I was in college, I wanted I was home, I wanted to move away to college, right? Everybody wants to move away from home and get away and go do something else. I understand that. But if we can keep people here because they're aware of those programs exist here, and oftentimes they're less expensive, and they'll probably be great employees and stay in Chaves County. And I really think that's important. What I encourage you to do is coach others of that amazing resource we have at this campus, because it is an amazing resource. So many things. The last thing I want to share with you is something we've embarked on with Job Corps. And currently we submitted an application to the Department of Labor. As you know, this Job Corps Center has, currently they have roughly around 35 to 40 students. But this is linked toward an advanced aircraft maintenance technician program. As you know, we have only one of 2 schools in the state of New Mexico for that program to create an FAA certified mechanic. Why is that important? Because of that airstrip, right? That air base, that old air base, the Roswell Air Center. Well, they've doubled their cohort for this coming year. They're going to have more students. They've hired more instructors. One of their instructors just received an award as a Teacher of the Year, by the way, one of their instructors out there. But Job Corps, why I bring them up is because we are working together with them and local MRO companies and the university to create an advanced program in Roswell. What does that mean? It'll bring students from all 123 Job Corps around the country to Roswell, Chaves County into that program, fully paid for travel, per diem, lodge, everything. And they'll be able to train right here and be quite selective. My only worry, obviously, is having enough instructors, because that means the program will grow, but more importantly, they'll support the companies like Ascend Aviation as we move forward with other companies. So it's pretty exciting. We already had some meetings, and we've already submitted the applications with Department of Labor. I think it's going to happen, but they say it'll take the government about 30 days. As you know, federal government normally doesn't take 30 days to do things of that nature. I expect it to be a little bit longer, but I'm anticipating that will happen, and I'm looking forward to that opportunity for the many young people that will come here and maybe stay here as well. Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I stand for your questions.
Thank you, Mike. Anyone have any questions? Commissioner Cavan, are you still on the line? Commissioner Ezell?
I'm here.
Okay. Well, I think we lost Commissioner Capps.
No, I'm still on.
Okay.
Just had to get it off of mute.
Okay.
Mike, I appreciate everything you're doing for our community, and just keep driving. Get a few hurdles here and there, and but you get over them, and you do a great job for us. So you're greatly appreciated.
Mr. Chairman, Mike, I have to say it was a very nice luncheon yesterday, and the presentation by Mr. Pacheco was excellent and it was very interesting. And thank you for that annual meeting. It was excellent.
Thank you.
Anyone else? All right, thank you for all your hard work, all that you do.
All right. We appreciate our partnership. Thank you.
Yeah, we're glad to do that. Okay, that wraps up our presentations. We're going to move on to the agenda item number 1. Ellie, you're up.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, County Commissioners. As to agenda item number 1, Resolution R-22-033, the approval of the CDWI application for the New Mexico Department of Transportation for fiscal year 2022-2023. The Chavez County DWI program would like the ratification approval to submit the fiscal year 22 CDWI application. The estimated award amount for fiscal year 2023 is $15,178. Excuse me. This amount will partially pay for one of the DWI court compliance officer's salary. The application will fund project year July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2023. Staff recommends approval.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? Discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of resolution R-22-033, ratification approval of the DWI application to the New Mexico Department of Transportation for the fiscal year 23.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Motion made by Commissioner Taylor, seconded by Commissioner Dana for approval of Resolution R-22-033, approval of the CDYI application from the New Mexico Department of Transportation for the year of 2022 to 2023. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay. Annabelle?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. Apologize for the really long agenda. It's end and beginning of fiscal year, so we have several items on here. But my first item is agenda item number 2, which is a resolution R-22-034, which is the approval of fiscal year 2022-2023 final budget. I have handed for your approval the final budget recapitulations for fiscal year 22-23. These schedules will be available online after approval, and this budget does include the actual unaudited beginning cash balances. We were very grateful. We had a very good budget year this year. Our interim budget was essentially 99% completed. We had very minimum changes from interim to final. Some were for software maintenance fees. Another was a vehicle that was ordered in fiscal year 22 but didn't arrive on time, so it'll actually be expended out in this new fiscal year. And some needed items for our network. I want to say a big thank you to everyone for their due diligence that was already done in the interim budget. This really helped with the transition of getting the final budget put together for you. Staff does recommend approval.
Commissioners? Any questions?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve Resolution R-22-034, approval of FY 2022-2023 final budget.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Taylor for approval of Resolution R-22-034, approval of the 2022-2023 final budget. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Agenda item number 3. Everybody, you're up again.
Yes, agenda item number 3 is resolution R-22-035, which is approval of a budget adjustment for fiscal year 21-22. We are requesting a budget adjustment for line items in Exhibit A. These are the final budget adjustments that we are requesting for last fiscal year's budget. And they were for an increase in a grant that allowed us to reallocate some of the salaries into and investment charges and fees for fiscal year 22. Staff recommends approval.
Commissioners? Any questions?
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of Resolution R-22-035, approval of the budget adjustment for fiscal year 21-22.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Taylor, seconded by Commissioner Dana for Resolution R-22-035 for approval of budget adjustment for the year of 2021-2022. All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. I'm sure Commissioner Kevin. We didn't hear from you,
Yes.
Commissioner. Okay, there you go.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, agenda item number 4. Tony?
Good morning, Chairman, Commissioners. Agenda item number 4 is Resolution R-22-036, approval of the 2022 financial quarter report. The New Mexico Department of Finance and Administration requires the fourth quarter financial report for fiscal year ending June 30th, 2022 be approved by the governing body. Staff recommends approval.
Any questions or discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of Resolution R-22-36, the 2022 final quarter financial report for the year ending June 30th, 2022.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Okay, got a
Give it to
motion by
Will.
Commissioner Taylor, and we'll give Commissioner Cavan a second on the agenda item number 4, Resolution R-22-036, approval of the 2022 final quarter financial statement. All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 5. Bill, you're up.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, Resolution R-22-037, Agreement A-22-036 are between Chaves County and the Southeastern New Mexico Economic Development District Council of Governments for our annual membership. This resolution and agreement, if approved, would authorize Chaves County's membership in the Southeastern New Mexico Economic Development District Council of Governments. Chaves County has budgeted $8,000 for annual dues for this membership. We recommend approval, and I also would like to remind you that Commissioner Cavan is our representative on that board for this year.
Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve Resolution R-22-037 and Agreement A-22-036 between Chaves County and Southeastern New Mexico Economic Development District Council of Governments for their annual membership.
Second.
Second.
We'll give it to
A
Commissioner
motion
Ezell.
by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Ezell for the Resolution R-22-0, approval of Resolution R-22-037 and Agreement 22-036 between Chaves County, Southeastern New Mexico Economic Development Council of Governments annual membership. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Agenda item number 6. Bill? No, it's Georgina, I'm sorry.
Georgiana's going to help out, and then when she gets you going during the question time, I have some information I'd like to share with you.
Okay.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. This morning we're requesting approval of Resolution R-22-038, which is adopting the fiscal year 2024 through 2028 Infrastructure Capital Improvements Plan and authorizing the permission for access forms designees. Staff recommends approval.
Okay, Bill, do you have some?
Yes. You know, every year we discuss the top 10 projects that we want to move forward, and you got a handout that has the top 10 priorities on it from last year. We need to scratch item number 3, which is the complete TPO replacement, which was the roof on this building. We accomplished that last year. Also, we would like to scratch item number 6, which is the Chaves County Courthouse security enhancements, because we've completed most of those. We still probably want to go back with the backup generator, but put it back like it was originally as a generator rather than a courthouse security enhancement. So we feel those 2 items are completed, so we need to remove those. And I would suggest, if it's acceptable to you, that we put St. Mary's Complex parking lots on here as agenda item number, or as priority number 5, and regional mental health facility as priority item number 9, which would make the order Chaves County Health Department building priority 1, Road Department West Brasher Bridge replacement as priority number 2, Pecos Valley Dispatch and Emergency Services project we have going on as priority item number 3, Chaves County Historic Window replacement, which is still ongoing, as priority number 4. We still need to provide funding for the first floor. We've got everything else, but we're doing good, but we still need to keep that one on the radar. Again, St. Mary's Complex would be number 5. Item number 6 would be Road Department, East Pine Lodge pavement. Chaves County Administration Center concrete repairs would be item number 7. Item number 8 then would be Chaves County Road Department Hobson Road realignment, which is kind of an ongoing project with the DOT and City of Roswell. We're all kind of working together towards that ultimate goal. Then the regional mental health facility would come in at number 9, and then we would still keep the industrial site infrastructure upgrade, requesting another $5 million to assist with the airport. If that's acceptable to you, that's the order we would like to put them forward in.
Mr. Chairman, I have number 5 would be
That would be St. Mary's Complex parking lot improvement.
Complex
I
parking
don't know if you've
lot.
driven through there
Okay.
recently, but there's very little parking lot
Yes.
at St. Mary's Complex.
Okay. And then number 9 is the regional health.
A mental health facility, and we've been in talks with other counties.
Okay.
We just haven't determined a direction to go. So I think keeping that
Okay.
on the table is something we probably need to do, so that if there's funding available, whether it's just for planning or working with other counties, I think that's a good one.
What about number 10 then?
Number 10 would be the industrial site infrastructure upgrades for the airport.
Okay. Okay.
Any more discussion, questions?
So, Mr. Chairman, if we can, there's actually kind of 2 things going on. So Georgiana has her request, and then mine is a secondary thing. How would we best do that, Stan?
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Manager, I think it kind of depends on what your secondary thing is. Is it tied to this?
Yeah, the secondary thing is the prioritization of the top 10 list, and it is tied to it. So,
Okay, you could just make it an amendment.
Amended.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay, thank you. I need your clarification regularly.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I recommend we approve, I move that we approve Resolution R-22-038, adopting the FY 2024-2028 Infrastructure Capital Improvement Plan as amended. Is that correct, Stan?
Correct.
Second, I need a second.
Second.
Okay.
I would offer an amendment that we add an authorizing the permission of access form designees.
Can you repeat that, Commissioner Ezell?
He would add in the designees for access,
Okay.
and that would be myself and Ms. Dora Bautista.
I didn't get all of
Okay.
it. Okay. Motion by Commissioner Dana. And who give the second?
Kevin.
I will second with the amendment.
Okay.
Commissioner Ezell. Second, Resolution R-22-0, for approval of Resolution R-22-038, adopting the fiscal year 2024-2028 of the Infrastructure Capital Improvement Plan as amended.
As amended.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Commissioner Dana, do you accept his amendment?
Yes, yes, I accept his amendment for the designees of Georgiana Hunt and Dora Batista.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
And Will Cavan probably should be added there too, because he's actually our
I'm on
designee.
it.
Oh, you're
I'm the
you're on.
designee,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm
the
sorry.
designee. I'm on.
I'm glad we clarified.
Yeah.
that. Thank you.
Yeah, Will appointed me on there, and yes, this is perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Georgiana.
Thank you.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
I think the doggies approved too.
Yep, yes, that's the second.
Sounds like Commissioner Cavan has given his proxy to his dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing good. We're dog approved. I like that.
Agenda item number 7. Mac?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Agenda item number 7 before you is A, Resolution R-22-040, and Agreement A-22-037 between Chaves County and New Mexico Department of Transportation, accepting LGRF funds for the CAP program. Item B is Resolution R-22-041 and Agreement A-22-038 between Chaves County and New Mexico Department of Transportation, accepting LGRF funds for the county co-op program. And C is Resolution R-22-042 and Agreement A-22-039 between Chaves County and NMDOT, accepting local government road funds for the school bus program. The LGRF program offers a state-local disbursement award from NMDOT. For the CAP co-op and school bus programs, the funding will provide a single penetration chip seal on approximately 99 miles of county roads. The roads for these projects have not been resurfaced in approximately 6 to 8 years. NMDOT is awarding for the CAP program $269,534. For the co-op program, $124,131, and for the school bus program, $277,300. The school bus program was not awarded across the state last year, but they re-implemented it this year. Staff recommends approval of the agreements and resolutions.
Any questions for Mac? Can we,
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Ezell?
I move approval of resolutions R-22-040, 041, and 042, and agreements A-22-037, -038, and 039 between Chaves County and the New Mexico Department of Transportation.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Ezell, seconded by Commissioner Dana for approval of agenda item number 7 of resolution R-22-040, R-22-041, and R-22-039 22042 and agreement A-22-037, agreement A-22038, and agreement A-22039 between Chaves County and the New Mexico Department of Transportation. Is that good enough? All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Agenda item number 8. Emma, thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Agenda item number 8, Resolution R22-043, approving changes to personnel charts. This resolution incorporates the renaming of the Deputy Detention Administrator Major position to Chief of Security Major, as well as updating the position summary. Chart A1 and E have been updated to reflect the change. Staff recommends approval.
Any questions? Commissioners?
I'm getting there. It's taking me a little. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I recommend we approved Resolution R-22-043, approving changes to personnel charts. We had discussed this, hadn't we, during our budget meeting? Is that correct?
This is just a change of the position description. It's
Okay.
not a new position
Okay.
or anything like that. And we did discuss it during our detention meeting.
Okay.
That we were upgrading it because we want to get someone hired full-time rather than continue to have the
Okay.
interim position.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Taylor to approve Resolution R-22-043 for approving changes to personnel charts. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carries. Agenda item number 9. Lucia.
Everybody gets some.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and County Commissioners. Agenda item number 9 is Resolution R-22-044, which is fixed asset inventory. I bring forth the new listing for all Chaves County capital fixed assets as of June 30th, 2022. The link provided will take you to the asset listing. Staff recommends approval.
Any questions?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve Resolution R-22-044, our fixed asset inventory.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Taylor for approval of Resolution R-22-044 for fixed asset inventory list. Sorry about that.
Say that slowly.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Agenda item number
Thank
10.
you.
Annabelle.
Everybody's getting their exercise. Hope you all wore your
Nobody's going to
Fitbits
sleep.
today.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, agenda item number 10 is Resolution R-22-045, which is an approval of agreement between U.S. Department of Treasury and Chaves County for accepting funding from the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021. So attached for your approval is the formally accepting the funding, which is in the amount of $12.5 million. This is, again, from the American Rescue Plan Act. This funding is coming directly from the U.S. Department of Treasury. Staff recommends approval of Resolution R-2245.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, go ahead.
I make a motion to approve agenda item 10, resolution R-22-045 for approval of agreement between U.S. Department of Treasury for accepting funding from the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Cavan, second by Commissioner Ezell for approval of Resolution R-22-045, approving the agreement with the U.S. Department of Treasury accepting the funding from the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021.
Mr. Chairman, I do have one question. Is this funding we currently have, or is this?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Dana, that's correct. We now have this funding.
Okay.
We received the first tranche in June of 2021, and we just received the final this past month in June.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That's all.
Any other questions?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, we've been waiting for the final rule to come out before we actually presented this. We you know, it was kind of up in the air, and even though this started a couple of months ago, we wanted to be sure we fully understood the program before we ask you to approve it. Is that correct, Annabelle?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Bill.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, agenda item number 11 is for Resolution R-22-046, which is the termination of the Alderman Cave project. This resolution will authorize the chairman to execute all documents associated with terminating the Alderman Cave industrial revenue bonds. The Alderman Cave plant is in the process of being sold, and the new owner doesn't want to utilize industrial revenue bonds. Therefore, the bonds must be redeemed. Once this project is terminated, the property will be returned to the tax rolls. Staff recommends approval.
Questions?
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of Resolution R-22-046, termination of the Alderman Cave project.
Second, Mr. Chairman, but I do have a question for Bill. Bill, you said that this means that this area will go back on the property tax rolls. Is that correct?
That's correct. They had a fire there, and I believe in 2003, and it burned. And so in order to keep that as a part of our community, they were given some industrial revenue bonds. It was not a real large amount or anything, but that did remove the mill itself from the property tax rolls. I believe that the surrounding land has still been taxed. It's just the mill itself. The new owners didn't know anything, I guess, about IRBs and were not interested in doing it. They just wanted free and clear so they can retrofit and upgrade the plant to do what they needed to do.
Do you know, Mr. Chairman and Bill, do you know when it will go back?
I believe it'll be on next year's tax roll. It won't
Next year.
happen this year, yeah.
Okay.
And they're already in the process of tearing down portions of it and putting new equipment up. I don't know that it's transferred yet, but they're already working on it.
And they are very aware
Yes.
that they will be,
Yes.
okay, subject to property
That's
tax
correct.
again. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome.
Okay. All in favor of approval of the resolution R-22-046?
Aye.
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 Motion carries. Agenda item number 12.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, before Ellie takes us over, I wanted to point out there are a lot of ratifications on our agenda today, and I want to explain the reason for that. Santa Fe, or the state, sends us a lot of agreements that have to be in place by the end of June. So by June 30th, we have to have the chairman sign them and send them forward to Santa Fe so that the funding continues to come in a timely manner and those sorts of things. We have numerous ones, as you can tell, and of course the chairman has signed them so we can get them in a timely manner. Now we need you to ratify that, yes, you guys are in agreement that the chairman signed those. Items number 12 and 13 were added to the agenda yesterday. Ellie had sent them in to us, and for whatever reason they did not make the agenda. And so we added them with less than 24 hours notice, but the reason we were able to do that is because it's an emergency. If we don't ratify those two agreements, or those two items, which are numerous agreements actually, the county could lose a significant portion of funding. And so we feel that that's an emergency, that we go ahead and address these even though they were not on the draft agenda prior to 24 hours. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Ellie if you have any questions.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
I will abstain from voting on this resolution for the DWI program.
Go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, County Commissioners, as to agenda item number 12, the emergency ratification of the DWI program agreements, As Bill stated, all these contracts had to be signed when DFA approved them, and we're requesting ratification for all items. Mr. Chairman, would you like me to present them all at once, or would you like me to call on them one at a time? And
What's the pleasure of the commission?
Stan, can we do them all at once? Is that, okay?
You can do them all.
I think we should do them all at once, since they all are incorporated with the DWI programs.
Thank you. As for item number A, ratification agreement A22011 between Chavez County and Anaya Counseling and Consulting Services. Item number B, agreement A22-0112 between Chavez County and Dexter Independent School District for Teens Needing Teens program. Agreement A-22013 between Chavez County and the Chavez County CASA. D, agreement A-22014 between Chavez County and Aspen of New Mexico. E, agreement A-22015 between Chavez County and Chavez County Youth Awareness for the Shattered Dreams program. F, agreement A-22016 between Chavez County and Dexter Independent School District for the Valley Project graduation celebration. G, agreement A-22017 between Chavez County and Character Counts for the RISD project graduation celebration. H, agreement A-22018 between Chavez County and Wings for Life. I, agreement A-22019 between Chavez County and the Roswell Refuge of Chavez County. J, agreement A-22020 between Chavez County and Diane Taylor. K, agreement A-22021 between Chavez County and Hagerman Municipal School for Teens Needing Teens program. L, agreement A-22022 between Chavez County and Lake Arthur Municipal School District for Teen Needing Teens program. And lastly, M, agreement A-22023 between Chavez County and Serenity Counseling. The Chavez County DWI program received funding under the LDWI distribution in the amount of $463,048 and the competitive grant of $52,500 for fiscal year 23. The ratified subcontracts listed will be allocated the estimated distribution amount and grant amount to provide various DWI-related programs to the community of Chavez County. The term of subcontract agreements provided will extend from July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2023. Staff recommends approval.
Commissioners?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Ezell.
I move ratification of approval of agreements A-22-11 through A-22-023 as read into the record.
Second. Go ahead.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Ezell, second by Commissioner Cavan to approve agreement A-22-011 through A-22-023 as read in. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Agenda item number 13.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, County Commissioners. This is also the emergency ratification of the Juvenile Justice Continuum Grant Agreements. And again, all of these agreements were signed, after CYFD approved them. And again, would you like me to go one item at a time?
Stan, we can
You could take them all together.
take them, okay.
Okay.
Let's take them all together, is that agreement?
Yes.
Okay, for ratification agreement A-22027 between Chavez County and the Chavez County CASA for the Alternative Education Program. B, the ratification agreement A-22028 between Chavez County and the Chavez County CASA for the Youth Advocacy Program. C, ratification agreement A-22029 between Chavez County and the Chavez County CASA for the Gender Specific Program. D, the ratification agreement A-22030 between Chavez County and Wings for Life for the White Tri Program. The Chavez County received funding under the Juvenile Justice Continuum Grant for programs addressing at-risk youth. Chavez County would like to award the ratified subcontracts to keep providing services for this grant in the amount of $196,795. The term of subcontract agreements will be from July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2023. Staff recommends approval.
Commissioners?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve agreement A-22-027 through A-22-030 as recorded, as put in the record.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Ezell for approval of agenda item number 13, A-22-027 through A-22-030 as read. All in favor, say aye.
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 Didn't hear from Commissioner
didn't
Ezell.
hear
I'm
it,
assuming that's an aye. Motion carries.
Aye.
There he is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, on to other business, agenda item number 14, Sheriff Harrington.
All right. All right, Chairman, Commissioners, I just want to say thank you for having me up here today and allow me to do this ratification with you. Several weeks ago, we came to you asking for approval to send a deputy for out-of-state travel to Liberty Hill, Texas, to receive a K-9, or actually receive K-9 training. And this K-9 training was paid for by Altrusa, and we appreciate that very much. They paid for the deputy as well as the K-9, and then the county paid for the out-of-state travel, and we do appreciate that very much. So the training was actually on the 10th of July of 2022 and was supposed to run through the 22nd of July of 2022, and we had to extend that until the next Monday, which was actually, let me look at the date here. Yep, the 25th of July, so that we could get the national certification. And we got the certification for local, but a lot of the things that we do end up going to the feds when it comes to narcotics, so it worked out well. This cost $9,000 for the purpose of the trained narcotics K-9. As well, Altrusa is going to pay for a percentage of the K-9 cage, which I will tell you has increased drastically since everything is not accessible. So we're dealing with that, so we're going to be paying for some of that out of the sheriff's account. But I would like to also introduce to you our newest K-9 as well as our newest K-9 deputy, Deputy De La Cerda. Go ahead and come on up here and stand in front of the podium for me. Compared to our other K-9, this one is very calm, so this is nice. She is very well trained, and we are thankful for Deputy De La Cerda stepping up to the plate and doing this. So with that, I would ask for ratification of out-of-state travel in reference to this training. If he finds anything, we'll take action immediately.
I was ready to say, Mr. Chairman, can we get it out of here? No, just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Chairman, does the K-9 live with you full-time? Yes. Oh, cool.
So we are still using the same veterinarian who has donated their time that we're using with the other, what was that called? Yeah, Dr. Walker. He has donated all services
Good.
to us for the veterinarian care. We also have the food is all provided by Tractor Supply.
Okay.
And they are donating that as well as they're doing the same thing for our other K-9. And both of them are the same type of dog, which is the Malinois, and very, very good dogs. And like I said, this one is a whole lot calmer, but they both do great work.
Mr. Chairman and Mike, are they on duty now?
Yes.
They are assuming
Yeah.
duty. Once they
Yes.
get certified,
Yes,
they're
so
on
they
duty.
have both been commissioned. They have commission cards, and they have been sworn in
Cool.
through their K-9 handler.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, I just would like to say again, like you said, Altrusa, thank you for Altrusa, the veterinarian, Tractor Supply.
Absolutely.
I think that's wonderful that they do that.
And thank you as well. This is a cost that's going to it costs extra every month for the K-9 deputy because he does house them and he does have to maintain them at the house. So it does cost extra, and we thank the county. We thank you, commissioners, for giving us that extra to be able to do this. But we're at a time right now where we do need these K-9s as well, and it keeps us from having to go and dig and search for everything and come across fentanyl, which is deadly to a deputy. So we're still going to find it, but that dog will alert us that it's there first.
Do they alert from far away so they don't get into it?
They actually do up close, but they probably can smell it far away.
Yeah.
But they like to get right up on it, just like he is right now, or she is right now with Stan.
Yeah, Stan. You're going down, Stan.
No, that's good. So thank you very much, and
I think she likes Sonic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it. So do I.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to move that we approve ratification of out-of-state travel, Liberty Hill, Texas, for the police K-9 handler course of 80 hours.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Taylor for ratification of out-of-state travel to Liberty Hill, Texas. What was the last part of your?
That's the sign.
For K-9, hold on, I'll bring it back up.
That is the sign right there. I want you just to know.
Liberty Hill, Texas, and police K-9 handler course of
Okay.
80 hours, yes.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Motion carries. Agenda item number 15, Georgina.
And just so you know, that dog, the K-9 is from Poland. So that's pretty good.
Thank you, Mike.
We're diversifying. That's cute.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. This morning I'm requesting ratification of approval for out-of-state travel on behalf of the Adult Drug Court Program. Members of the Adult Drug Court attended the National All Rise Conference in Nashville, Tennessee, to get their training and certifications that they need for the Adult Drug Court.
Mr. Chairman, okay, so the attendees were
Giovanni Ramirez.
Okay, from Hagerman.
From Hagerman, Timothy Wyatt with the District Attorney's Office, Renee Broberg with the Public Defender's Office, and Araceli Hernandez with the Judge Kalanke's office.
Okay. Are they, okay, so now they attended the Adult Drug Court Program. So now what do they do? What is their roles now?
Well, when they come back, they oversee the adult drug court program, which is a blend of counseling, enforcement, positive recognition for goals that have been achieved to help reduce recidivism in adult drug court cases.
Okay. Ellie, does this tie into the DWI? No. No, this is totally different. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Georgiana. Thank you, Ellie.
You're welcome.
Need a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve ratification of approval for out-of-state travel on behalf of the adult drug court program for those attendees that were listed.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Taylor for approval of ratification of out-of-state travel on behalf of the adult court program. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Georgina. Approval of checks.
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of checks in the amount of $3,877,558.15.
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Taylor, second by Commissioner Dana for approval of checks. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Approval of reports.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve reports.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Dana, second by Commissioner Taylor for approval of reports. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carries. Okay, we'll move on to our unscheduled communications, limited to 3 minutes per visitor, not to exceed 15 minutes. No formal action will be taken by the commission. Anyone got any communications? Come up and state your name and your address.
My name is Marvin Clements. I've been here before, 6102 Kincaid. It's out here by the base. I'm back here to do the same complaint I had the times I've been here before. My neighbors, one's over on Hobson Road, Brakeman, Chips down there on Ryan Street. Well, it's gotten worse and worse and worse. And I don't know why I need to keep coming down here and complaining. I'd like to have some kind of resolution of this problem. If we have ordinances, I'd like to know why we can't do something about it. They dismantle cars down there. Well, I understand there's not supposed to be a wrecking yard in a residential area. Well, it goes on. They have no septic tanks. Goes on. They just keep using it. There's all kinds of motor homes and camp trailers and living parked here and there, here and there. One piece of property over there on Hobson, they got like 7 or 8 motor homes parked on that property. Well, I guess he tells Lewis that nobody's living there but 2 people. But how come there's 8 or 9, every one of those campers have got lights on at nighttime? Well, if you have nobody living there, why do you need lights on? I can't tell you how many people live on that one property. But the Chips property on Ryan Street, this guy dismantles cars with an axe. And it's bang, 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 bang. Okay? They have no water, no sewer, no septic tank, whatever. I complained to the environmental lady. Oh, I guess we better go down there and see what's going on. And I got to give them time to make these, I don't know, updates or get a septic system. And nothing happens. Nothing happens. My neighbors are all, yeah, well, Marvin, go down there and complain. I'd go with you, but I got this problem or that problem or that problem. Gee whiz, they're a bunch of old folks. One of them, a couple of them's got COVID out there in my neighborhood, so they couldn't be here. It's just, now there's so much traffic through there going to these places. Now we got homeless people living down the street in one of them old abandoned houses. You got spillover from the Chips place over to another residence where they got a camp trailer there and they run the generator because they have no electricity. It's noise at nighttime. These people cook outside every night. Air conditioners on, you smell smoke. You know, that's kind of annoying. I don't know where they're using their bathroom at or whatever. Wrecking yard, they dumping oil on the ground. I tell the environmentalists, well, we got to go ahead and check out. We don't see no evidence of oil on the ground. Well, come on, people. They kick dirt over the top of the oil. I mean, I didn't see that, but that's just what happens. All I'd like to know is if we have an ordinance, why can't we do something? I don't expect it to happen overnight, but at least calm it down. We get 20 or 30 people pulling up there, that Chip's residence at nighttime. I don't even know 20 people in this town. How come he gets 20 people at nighttime? There's something fishy going on. Not going to say what it is, but I think what it is. Well, prove it. I guess when we say something to the police or the sheriffs about it, well, we got to catch them. I can understand that.
Mr. Clements, I'll let you go past 3 minutes.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Sure.
Anyone else?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Charles Isos, Undersheriff, Chaves County, number 1 St. Mary's Place. For all intents and purposes, that's where I live. In response to Mr. Clements, and we do understand his frustration, but I want the commission to know that I am working personally hand in hand with Lewis. We are looking at state statutes, we are looking at county ordinances, and we're doing everything within our power, but we have to stay within the law of those violations. So on some of those violations, there are time frames that you have to give somebody a certain amount of time to do anything. We have involved the environmental agencies for any type of external septic issues and things like that. But just so the commission is aware, we are, Lewis and I are working hand in hand on this to try and resolve this issue for Mr. Clements and that neighborhood. So I just want the commission to know that that is in the process of being attempted to be resolved. The second thing I have for you is I sit on the board for the Roswell Gun Club, and on the 21st of this month, we have a meeting. I have a meeting tonight, as a matter of fact. We had an overgrowth of weeds and everything out at the gun club. The sheriff's office and all surrounding agencies utilize that range for qualification purposes. And with the overgrowth of weeds and everything that we had, I put the president in contact with Justin Porter, the administrator for the jail, and he left a little early before I could give him props, but I wanted to give him props and thank him as well as his work release program. He extended that, sent them out. I put him in contact with the president of the gun club, and they did an outstanding job. They cleaned up that whole area. The gun club is a 501c3, so they are a nonprofit. But on behalf of the gun club, we wanted to they asked me to extend their appreciation to the county, and particularly to Administrator Porter and his team. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Mike Harrington, Chaves County Sheriff, number 1 St. Mary's Place. One thing that I did want to bring to your attention is we at the Sheriff's Office have a concern over the increase of homeless people in Chaves County, Roswell, New Mexico. They're moving out into the county, but they're everywhere. And they're coming in on buses. The individuals that we talked to say that Albuquerque is giving them $50, putting them on a bus and sending them to us. But I will say that the group that we have encountered that have come here recently are volatile. they have mental illness problems, and they become angry and aggressive quickly. So we are in the process of trying to figure out what we can do about that. I have met with Mayor Jennings on that as well, and we're just trying to figure out what we can do, if anything, to stop the influx of the homeless. We have quadrupled the number of homeless in 2 months, and it's become, like I said, more dealing with the group that has come in, and the mental illness side of it, and no place to really take them, or you can tell them all day long to go over to some of our mental health facilities, but they will not go. And some of them, I don't think that they understand, because they're schizophrenic. And we just went through some training at the sheriff's office through PSPG out of Albuquerque, a psychology group there. And when they have schizophrenia, they don't know what voice is yours. They don't know who's telling them what. So I think that we're going to have some serious consequences here in Chaves County if we don't come up with a plan on how to deal with this. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Thank you.
Sheriff, can you confirm that Albuquerque's sending them down here?
So only from the individuals that are telling us that. We have no way right now, and I don't know what else is being done by the mayor, because I think he was going to contact them as well to find out, but no one's going to come up and say they're sending them, but they're sending them. And the problem that we're having right now is the group that was here has now become very territorial towards those who are coming in. And but they have been introduced to the city when they were removed, even the group from before, when they were removed from the riverbed up north, they were introduced directly to the city, and they are everywhere. Sometimes in your backyard getting a drink out of your water fountain. So we're going to have some serious consequences, I believe, if we don't get this ratified quickly.
Do you have any suggestions?
We're working on that, and once I get them all figured out, we'll come see you. But right now, we do have a plan that we're trying to get things going. But I want to make sure I have everybody on board with the city and all that. So, and I'll get with you guys more about that later. But I just want you to know that that's something for us to think about. And I can say this: the individuals who were sent here, I don't think they took the money and they got on the bus. I just think that after talking to several of them, in their mind, they didn't know they were going to be gone forever from their home. That's where they lived, in Albuquerque. They knew the area. They knew everything about that place. They came here. They have no idea about us. And rather than coming up to you and asking for $1, they're demanding $1. So it has become more aggressive behavior, and we're just dealing with it right now as it comes. But we got to figure out a plan, because Albuquerque is now shut down that homeless park up there, and I'm telling you, we're going to be getting more. So we just got to have a plan, and we're working on it now. Just don't know. We just don't know what that is, what the final results are going to be, but. I do want to bring it to your attention, so maybe we can start reaching out to Albuquerque or somebody else from the New Mexico Counties Association or somebody, and saying, we've got to stop this. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Anyone on the line?
Not yet.
Okay, Bill.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I thought it was a really good thing to see the 4-H here this morning, especially since they're doing the county fair now. I know a lot of those kids had to step away from their animals there at the fair to come over here to receive their proclamation. They did a wonderful job, represented our community very well, as 4-H and FFA kids always do. So just want to thank them for that and for all they've done. Commissioner Cavan and I, of course, just got back from NACO. I hope that he'll be able to speak about it, but we talked about the usual issues that we have here, the waters of the United States, WOTUS, 30 by 30, changes to grazing regulations, alternative energy plans that are being overly encouraged in areas where maybe we need to continue with farming and ranching and harvesting of minerals and fibers. Also, managing of forest was a big topic this year. It seems like every group, whether it was a rural group or an urban group that met, they all discussed the problems with forest management and the fires that are ongoing, and really are requesting that the U.S. Forest Service get out in front of this and start to manage forest in a manner that doesn't put all of our communities at risk. I want to thank the Arizona-New Mexico Coalition of Counties for this plaque and recognition. That's a real honor to work with and for that group, and to hold up the ideals that we have here in the Southwest. Road department's wrapping up their chip seal, or getting closer to wrapping up their chip seal for the year. They've been doing a whole lot of miles, and as you heard this morning, the LGRF's about 99 miles for next year, and they do that every year, just in and out. They continue to do a good job maintaining the roads that we have, and want to thank them for that and for getting so close to being done. We'll keep our fingers crossed that things continue to go well. I want to congratulate Brian Hotelin. He has been hired as the Assistant Flood Control Director, something that we've been concerned about for a while and wanted to be sure that we had kind of a direction for them to go in the future. And along with that, we've been working with the state to continue our building inspection program, because Brian was our building inspector and electrical inspector. We feel that those inspections are a very valuable asset to our community and to our county. I've reached out to a lot of the contractors because it's in their best interest to help us to find someone to fill those positions, because otherwise they'll have to wait potentially for months for the state to get to it, because they're also having the same problems we are as far as filling positions and finding qualified people to be a building inspectors and electrical inspectors, plumbing inspectors. So if you know anybody that has construction experience, looking for a good job, a career path, send them to the county website and ask them to apply for building inspector. That's all I have. Thank you guys for all that you've done for us, and thanks to the whole staff. Everybody's doing a great job. Finally made it through budget, so I know Annabelle's energized. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Commissioner, I didn't have read online, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I didn't know if you wanted me to read what she had to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Let me try and get this. She said she went to look at the situation as a member of the ETZ Commission, and it's not a pretty sight. It's not acceptable. I was scared to get out of the truck on the second property. It is a hazard, a probability, an environmental problem, and I would not go out there at night. And she said that she messaged Darity about it, so that's all I have to say.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Rita. Commissioner Taylor.
Commissioners, well, as I stated earlier, I attended the Economic Development's annual luncheon yesterday, and it was very interesting. And hearing their speaker from Santa Teresa and what they're doing down there. So it was very positive. Economic development still is our main goal, has to be here. And, you know, agriculture has been a big base for us in this county, and also, but I think now is the airport. We have to keep pushing to get economic development at the airport. I think we all have some concerns about the agriculture with all the dryness and drought we're having. I noticed that this past week as I went over to work in central Texas, that the cotton country, as you cross on into Texas from New Mexico, the farmers there didn't even plant. I'd say 70 to 80% of the land doesn't have anything growing on it this year. And a lot of it, from what I understand, is they're worried about the water table and lack of water. And then I think at the meeting yesterday, there was a mention that we were losing another dairy, so we've lost a number of dairies over the years. And this has to be some concern to us, as that affects our farmers down here that are growing the feed. So the big thing is we just need to get some rain, get water all through this country. This drought is really hurting the southwest, southeast part of the United States.
Thank you, Commissioner Taylor. Commissioner Dan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for reading Ms. Rita's. I know we're trying to implement Facebook, and I know it's kind of hard.
She said she has more to say, but...
That's what she said. She's leaving. But it's hard to kind of implement some of this technology and stuff. But yeah, there is a delay. I know there's a delay because I have friends that watch it. My sister in Denver, she usually watches too, and she knows there's a delay. But thank you for reading that. I know Ms. Rita's been laid up for a while, but she is still out and about, and I'm glad she is on ETZ. She does go out and does some site visits and stuff like I used to when I was on ETZ. Thank you, Mike, for working with this group. It's frustrating because you do move out to a place and then you have that happen, and I'm surprised that the Environment Department is not doing more, because usually they're kind of taking care of some of this stuff pretty quickly. So hopefully they'll get on to this too. Thank you, Charles, for getting with Justin. Thank you for representing the gun club. I appreciate that. I was on the board at one time there too. All I did was get porta potties for the women. So you're doing great. So I thank you for doing that. Yes, we're seeing, like Commissioner Taylor said, we're seeing more and more agriculture go out of business, but agriculture is changing, as we know. We're seeing with the rise in the marijuana being now legalized, we're seeing a shift, just like we saw a shift when dairies came into Chaves County. We are seeing a shift towards the growing of marijuana and taking the water rights to implement that. So agriculture is changing, very much so. And so we're going to see a shift for many years to come in agriculture as well as other industries. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. So kind of strange times as we move on. It was very nice to see former Commissioner Kim Chesser and the ladies here to tell us what's going on, what they're doing. It's nice to see when we do fund programs and we do some of these things that we have the people come in and tell us exactly what they're doing. I really appreciate that because, you know, like Commissioner Bilberry said, everybody comes with their hand out, but then they get the money and they leave, and we never hear from them again, so I really appreciate that. And just want to say thank you to everybody. Everybody is working. I understand we're having some people leave us. I'm really sad about that, but I understand everybody has to move and grow. And hopefully, like Bill said, we can have some great employees, maybe younger employees come in and train them up and work with us and get back to our full capacity here within the county. Chaves County, I mean, look what we did. We were able to increase our employee pay. Our benefits are wonderful. It's a great investment, but it's an investment not only for the staff, but it's an investment for us too. And it's a great partnership, I believe. So thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate you letting me ramble on about all this good stuff that's happening in Chaves County.
There you go. Thank you, Commissioner Dana. Commissioner Ezell.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to congratulate our 4-H Thistle team for the great work they did. I want to congratulate Bill Williams for the much-deserved recognition of his service to the efforts of the Arizona-New Mexico Coalition. Speaking of 4-H, we do have a county fair going on. As I usually do, I will make arrangements for an animal, for us to go in on the purchase of an animal in the amount of $500, and anybody wishing to contribute to that effort is welcome to get me a check. And I'd also like to congratulate Annabelle and her team for the successful completion of the budget process. And Annabelle, I can't thank you enough for what you do. Now go have a baby. That's all I've got.
Thank you, Commissioner Ezell. Commissioner Cavan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I'll just echo all the things that Commissioner Zell and the other commissioners have already said. It's been a busy summer, and had a good trip to Denver. I think we got some things accomplished, some resolutions on Lotus and onshore and offshore drilling that will make a difference for us in southeastern Mexico and in the country in general. It's just amazing to be able to work with such an amazing group of people here in Chavez County, between all of our citizens and the Rita Kings and all of our commissioners, everybody, and I just can't say thank you enough. And I'm going to be short and sweet and just say God bless Chavez County and God bless America, and let's finish July strong, and we'll see everybody in August.
Thank you, Commissioner Cavan. I don't know that I can add anything that anything's said, but I really appreciate everybody's hard work as usual. You guys are amazing. Bill, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
An award well deserved.
Well,
I know you spend a lot of time here in the office working, but I know that it doesn't ever turn off when you go home. We've had the conversation.
That's for sure.
Anyway, but thank you for what you've done, and we do live in a county that has a lot of pride, even though we've heard some darker, grayer things today. But I know that Sheriff, you and your team work hard to keep us safe, and I appreciate that. And there's not a day goes by that I don't think about you and what you do and the team we have here. And appreciate all the commissioners and what they do. And I guess that's what we'll wrap this thing up here and go sign some documents and checks. So, thank you.
and Chairman Kavanaugh, I will be bringing some things by for you to sign this afternoon.
Okay, just put them in the mailbox, Bill.
Slide them under the door.
I will, and I will leave you some rubber gloves.
Yes. You guys be safe. Thank you.
Bill, I'll be in tomorrow to sign.
Okay, thank you.